Jess Hilarious live on the Breakfast Club addressing her crash out on Instagram Live.
Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm like not one mother ever with this online. Come on, I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a mother reason. I always got my mouth open all the time. Just ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High.
I agree with that.
Fair East Side High.
Fair point.
Before Mr. Clark, though. Every day, and they always talk about, you ain't at work, you ain't at work. Yeah, bitch, I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. Hell no. I have more fun outside the studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy?
No, act like that. Now, act like.
I feel like the biggest problem just from watching that is that two people on this show is 40 plus families and has little to no social media presence because the money is being made outside of social media. Then you got Jess Hilarious, who comes from the social media era. She's making a lot of her dollars on the social media, and it's kind of just her bag. This is what she is. She's an influencer that is on these social media sites. So when you say you want them to defend you, you want them to become you and get on these apps as much as you, which they're not. They're just simply not online as much as you. Like, how do you want them to defend you? Do you want them to now do something that they weren't doing before you? Like, since I'm here, I need y'all online 6 hours a day, at least. They're not even on that online hour a day.
What up, TKJ with the Retro Slides Breakdown video? Hit that like button, comment below, let me know, subscribe. Road to 100,000 subscribers. We need you to hit the subscribe button. We are reacting to On Air Family Feud. If you haven't heard, Jess Hilarious was on Instagram Live airing out Breakfast Club behind the scenes drama, and also some would say hating on her co-host. Let's get right into the live Jess Hilarious addressing the Instagram Live.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
What's happening? How's everybody feeling out there?
I'm great. How you feel?
I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Jess Hilarious is here.
I'm cool.
Okay.
Jess
Still
has
my
been
job. I came into work.
she's been trending all day.
Yes.
I think she's number 9 right now.
Okay. Because I was sitting at home last night trying to watch Magazine Dreams, and I kept getting a bunch of phone calls and text messages, and people was like, Jess Hilarious is going off on live.
But we have audio.
Okay.
We supposed to be a team up there. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm like not one mother ever with this online. Come on, I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a mother reason. I always got my mouth open all the time. Just ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High.
I agree with that.
Fair East Side High.
Fair point.
Before Mr. Clark, though. Every day, and they always talk about, you ain't at work, you ain't at work. Yeah, bitch, I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. Hell no. I have more fun outside the studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy?
No, act like that. Now, act like.
I feel like the biggest problem just from watching that is that two people on this show is 40 plus families and has little to no social media presence because the money is being made outside of social media. Then you got Jess Hilarious, who comes from the social media era. She's making a lot of her dollars on the social media, and it's kind of just her bag. This is what she is. She's an influencer that is on these social media sites. So when you say you want them to defend you, you want them to become you and get on these apps as much as you, which they're not. They're just simply not online as much as you. Like, how do you want them to defend you? Do you want them to now do something that they weren't doing before you? Like, since I'm here, I need y'all online 6 hours a day, at least. They're not even on that online hour a day.
Act like that's not for real. Act like nobody knew that. Stop acting like y'all, like,
What
we
part?
really.
What you mean we don't have your
I
back?
have more-
Break that down. Explain how we don't have your back.
Okay, all right. So the narrative, like I said, with the online ish, that's what I said. Y'all ain't nobody trying to clear up no narrative about nothing. Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Lauren. Nah, I wasn't too fond of her. when I came back because we had a whole plan. Even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me, right? I come back, she ain't never leave. Then all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a fourth host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Jess with the mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Till she started reporting. I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as Jess with the mess. So she started reading and delivering.
So, is this not hating? This not hating? It's like, metaphorically, if I'm playing for a basketball team, I'm the point guard, and I'm shooting shots. I say I'm going 5 for 11, 5 for 12. Team was cool with that. New point guard come. He's facilitating the ball more, and he's efficient. He's 5 for 5. He's not shooting as many shots, but he's making every shot he shoot. If I go to the coach and the GM and say, ever since he was here, not me shooting the ball, missing the shots, it's a problem now. When it was good, I was just chucking them up. It was all right. We were winning some games, but now that he's here, it's not okay. Like, this is grade A hating, gang. You're basically saying, when I selected her and she made the spot better, why nobody just kick her out and was like, oh no, but Jess is the best because she's the best and she's Jess. She made what you brought to the table better. She seasoned the chicken. You brought the chicken. She seasoned it. You feel me?
Details and all that stuff.
Yes.
Then that's when Jess with the mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool.
But who said that though? Because the internet said
what
that?
are we talking about? No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we worry about the
Just need a little communication skills upgraded, because she said no. She said a bunch of nothing. Then said the listeners and yeah. So it is the internet. It's the internet.
The comments, and these are people that enjoy the show and watch the show. It's not all about Instagram. It's YouTube. It's like we have people that have been watching the show. Yes, she's great at what she do. That's why I picked her to fill in for me. But when I came back, it's like, what's going on? If she's gonna be a fourth voice, why she only got to be a fourth voice
or correct me if I'm
my
wrong.
segment?
She wasn't a fourth voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interview
She was going to be the
questions.
senior news producer.
She wasn't on there. When you came back, Lauren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought
Yeah,
you was.
you
I
lying.
thought.
She on air. She was on air.
They told her don't step in this room.
Yes, but I thought you was using her on purpose.
What? You thought I was using Lauren on purpose?
Yes.
No. What are we talking about? No. She didn't leave when I came back. The first day we had a whole situation. Like, all right, look, this was gonna happen, and when it's time for us to roll, it changed. No, the first question was about, only person who asked me about my baby maternity leave was Indy. All right, I walked in. She addressed the.
So not only do you get a new job, to get pregnant shortly after, you want people to cater to you once you come back. Oh my God, how's the new baby that you left us for after signing up for this job? Like, bro, I'm not saying stop your life, but don't act like you're the center of everything. Like, she's literally main character syndroming at this table right now, and nobody's calling it out, bro. When I selected her as my replacement, no, you got knocked up, gang. You got knocked up. So you needed a replacement. Let's keep it there. Okay? You helped picking whoever. What? Cool. You helped pick because you had to leave. Secondly, she did better at your job and we let you come back still. You should be grateful. This is why we need people like the White House correspondent and people like Donald Trump camp, because people need to understand this is how you should talk to people when they start going off the side rail like that. Like, you're lucky to be in the place you're in, and you're not only are you being unappreciative, but you're hating.
The hate in the comments, that was the first thing she addressed when I came back. I'm like, what the hell would
But y'all talk.
I want to talk about
y'all talk
that.
off air though, right?
So yeah. We started talking off air. We started to
But I'm
talk
saying even
off air.
prior to you even coming back.
So then I felt uncomfortable that first day. So I'm like, all right, look, Thea was like, all right, well, we'll just take her off air. She was back the next week. All right, cool, because there was a voice. Y'all wanted her on air. There was a voice.
So that's admitting to trying to get her kicked out of her spot, right? After the first day, just said, get her out of here. We don't need her anymore. Kobe's back, baby. Kobe's back. That's hating, gang. That's hating.
They wanted her there. They wanted her here. There's a place for Lauren in the show. All right, cool. If there's a place for her on the show,
you wanted her
let's
here
do
too,
it
though.
another way. Yeah.
Because you said you wanted to change the segment from Just with the Mess to the Lauren.
That was eventually. Okay. Even when it came down to it still being called Just with the Mess, and then I'm introducing her to introduce stories. That was pointless and it was stupid. It's no Just with the Mess. Just make it Brown Girl Grinding or Lauren with the latest or Lauren's Legal Corner. I'm giving ideas. I'm like, yo. I even with the Taylor, change that. Take that Just with the Mess off of there. I feel like I'm getting credit for something I'm not doing, and it's stupid because this is not what she does. Is not Just with the Mess. I read headlines and I give commentary. I say what people thinking.
I agree. Could I ask
you know
a question?
What I'm saying? Yes, she's more of a reporter. She's journalism.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag?
I'm a little confused because, but people liked what she did better. Now, Just with the Mess, that's a thing that she started on Instagram way before Breakfast Club, and I'm assuming that the Breakfast Club buy that slogan, that phrase, when they hired you. Did they buy that slogan, or that could have been a simple, hey, I own this, I don't want this used anymore. Let's stop using it. But if they can keep using it, I'm assuming something in the business allows them to keep using it. So hey, fair game.
This morning.
Because
why you joke so much, man?
What you mean?
I'm joking.
And it's not a do-rag, it's a silk scarf, nigga. But it's not. It's not a joke. I'm serious.
If you're gonna bring it to the radio, I want to laugh.
It's not a joke,
okay?
but it's not a joke.
It's a serious issue about it.
It is a serious issue.
Okay, let me just sit back and watch then, because I'm not Joe Clark. Because
it's not.
I am actually. Give me my baseball bat.
No, it's now Envy. That's what I'm saying. No, nobody has even tried to clean up the narrative that I'm a villain, man.
You're not a villain. Who said you a villain?
Yo, stop acting like you don't live in them comments too, Charlotte. Stop acting like you don't understand.
But what do I always tell you? I say stop listening.
She crashing out about comments, and the whole thing is they can't clear up a narrative that people built from watching. Like, I, as a Breakfast Club watcher, watch these things, and then you build an idea of who these people are from what you were given. It's same as like character development. Character development, Charlotte's always gonna joke, maybe too much, just like he's doing. DJ Envy, he's gonna be calm, cool, collected, but he got opinions and he's thinking constantly. Jess, you are the villain because all you do is make snarky comments, gang. It's who you are. We like that about you, but you gotta understand that's your role. You are the villain. Bite into it. Lean into it. Look at Logan Paul in the WWE. Look at like John Morant or Anthony Edwards in the NBA. These guys are playing that villain role. That's when you see certain clips of them. They are assholes. It's simple, brother. You're the villain. Play it.
To the internet. Stop listening to the comments. Stop listening to the folks on YouTube. Don't let them trick you out your position. What you did last night is what they want you to do, and you can't let the internet win.
No, but look, it's not even about what they want me to do. I did last night what I wanted to do, what I felt like I should have been did. I've been asking questions.
The internet.
Then you were tricked into following internet conclusions, right? Because no way an Instagram crash out on your coworkers is something that you wanted to do. It doesn't advance you. What's the win in this? What's the win? Like, I wanted to shake things up, even though it kind of supports the narrative that I'm saying I want y'all to clear up. Like, I'm going to explode on everyone, but I want you guys to clear up the villain narrative. You just cemented the villain narrative. You cemented it in stone.
That loves mess. And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit people against each other, especially two women. And I don't dwell in that. And y'all know that.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. You let the internet dictate what's going on. We've had conversations, and this is the thing. This is why I thought it was corny, and it's just me personally. I thought it was corny because we have conversations up here. We just have a meeting. If you had an issue, a problem, a situation, or something that you felt, why you ain't bring it to the team? When you came back, Jess, I pulled you to the side. I said, Jess, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want Lauren in the room, this is your show. We can make that the change whenever you want. Did I not? Or did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It's not about wanting her in the room, yo. It's about the segment. Like it was like y'all.
Have that
all right, if y'all
conversation
wanted
off
her.
air. If you had a problem, say it
I've
to us.
had
We had a
many
meeting yesterday.
conversations off air. What
not
is we
like
talking
that.
about?
Not like nobody having my back, because we have your back. As far as the Corey Holcomb thing, y'all been beefing for 11 years.
I'm not worrying about it's not even about
you. Worried about comments, and you worried about what people say after.
I'm worried about the
comments,
perception
man.
and my reputation of being on the show.
They've been ishing on me for 15 years. They've been ishing on Charlamagne for 15
but
years.
that's on you.
Rightfully
And the
so.
things that
I
people
don't
ish
care.
on me.
The whole thing, and I said in the beginning, I'm gonna say it again. The whole thing is Envy has little to no online presence. Charlamagne got little to no online presence only when they're both selling products or like updating their community on like venue dates and stuff like car shows for Envy or book signings for Charlamagne. This is when they're on the internet. Just the Hilarious is constantly on the internet looking for things to make content about. This is her bag. This is her realm. So she's on the internet 10 to 20 times more. And that is where this barrier comes from. She wants them to be more like her. And they're older. They're the OGs. It's not happening.
It's on
I
me.
don't let it affect me because I know who I am as a person. I don't give a F what them people say in the comments.
Oh, come
I know
on.
who I am.
Come on.
I know what I do.
Absolutely.
You let them people get in the comments and F with you. You
Well,
are great at what you do.
Everybody simmer down.
Like you are dope.
She's very
and you
dope.
let them people piss you off. No, F them niggas.
I
You nice. Like what you do is funny.
I tell her
like,
that all the
you
time,
brought,
on air,
You brought
off
that
air.
energy that we needed to the Breakfast Club,
Yes.
and you let a bitch ass person in the comments say something to steer you up. I tell you, F them niggas.
We don't even know.
F
We don't even
all
know who these people are. In the
They could be bots and all that,
But-
and we doing it on.
I ain't gonna lie. This is the energy Jess need though to match her. You feel me? Because if you don't match her with this energy, she feel like you're playing it to the side. So if you don't come with her at this, she's gonna assume that you're like seeing it, but you're playing it off. So I wonder how this goes.
On air when we could have did it behind the scenes. Like I F with you the long way, not on some internet ish. And to hear that through there, that's was whack,
This
man.
sounds very light skinned. But let's go to the phones. 1-800-585-1051. Let's open the phone lines. Everybody woosah.
I'm going to get a sparkler water,
I
man.
got my
I'm going to get a
candles lit.
sparkler water.
I got my candles lit. If you need me to light sage, I'll light sage. Just want to fight.
Jess out here tearing up because she was meshed with the energy she came with. Now listen here, I love Jess. I still do. Hope she can love me back at some point in my life, you know? But you gotta let your homies know when they're wrong. And Jess, you're wrong here, okay? You're wanting people to do stuff that they don't do. Like, when do you see Charlamagne the God or DJ Envy just constantly in the comments, bruh? I'm in the comments, bruh. I don't see them. I see you, but I don't see them.
Being
Shut up.
beige rage. It's the Breakfast Club. Check out video of the.
I hear this is part 1 and there's a part 2, so hit the like button, comment below, let me know what y'all think. I'm going to part 2. Subscribe to the next one. I'm out. Peace.